morning, everybody, and welcome to the February 10th edition of the Dawn Patrol. It's a cold morning and not real freezing like the last few mornings has been, but it's cold out there. We're going to get some snow tonight and into tomorrow, and then I guess we're going to have a nice warm-up. We're talking about 40s next week. So still waiting on my good friend Bob Hoey, who maybe just felt like sleeping in this morning, John. There's nothing wrong with that once in a while, but hopefully he shows up. Lots to talk about. I think we have to really start talking about what happened last week in that special election for the state Senate seat. I was totally shocked at the outcome. I really thought that I was. Well, I'm not going to say I have a bias. Rodney's a friend of mine. I was hoping he'd win, but I didn't think he'd get beat. That's one thing for sure. And get beat as bad as he did.
I say it was a Democratic machine, but I want to back the bus up a little bit.
Yep.
Marty Lorrey
Oh.
got a new job, and he's starting today. and it's a wicked early in the morning job. So we wish Marty all the best in the world, buddy. You're a good guy, and doesn't work out, we'll be here.
We'll bring him back. Sure.
We'll miss you till you can make some time to come back. Thanks, Marty,
Sure.
for everything you did for
Sure.
us. Back over to you.
Yeah, you're right. And from what I'm hearing from a lot of people is Vanna Howard, Vanna White, ran a very strong grassroots, and like you said, the committees, the Democratic City committees got her involved. I just didn't see it coming. I didn't see, like I say, it was a lot of underground work because Rodney was out there everywhere, knocking on doors, every event.
Rodney has been, but how did you know it was voting day?
Yeah, well,
Well, you got your ear to the rail. You know what's going on.
Did you ever you talk about they send you a text? Did you get your text that day?
Nope.
No, we don't do that in Drayton, I know, but
Why don't we do that in Drayton?
yeah, I don't know.
Do you get a text when there's a missing guy walking down the street with a red hat at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Phone calls, robocalls. Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning. Wake up.
I-
Uncle Willie's walking down
John,
Amos
I get
Road.
robocalls when it's in Drake from the water supply district when it's going to be freezing out, and I'm sick of them because I mean, yeah, you're going to be cold. Watch your pipes. You should know to watch your pipes. I turn my heat up a little more. You do those things, but they have to give you a call. I think that's a waste of time myself. I don't know what it would cost, but we have 5 selectmen. Are they pushing for it?
Well, what did it cost to have the election? Just ask your town
Oh,
manager.
yeah. I don't know.
Madam
Yeah.
Manager, what did it cost in personnel, extra personnel that day? Of course, the cops are on duty anyway. Firemen are on duty anyway.
Yeah.
Board of Health's going to be on duty anyway.
Yeah.
Was Dave Willett, was he Board of Health?
Yeah, he was.
He just retired, right?
He bought Cody's Market. You know Cody's Market there on.
Yeah, I know that
Yeah.
part, but you have to retire. He did retire,
Oh, yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Okay.
He was going to retire in July,
Yeah.
and he moved it up because this deal came along, and plus he wasn't going to get any more money if he worked till July. In other words, they took away a lot of benefits from these employees.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Who's
yeah.
the they?
The town manager. They had a bylaw passed at town meeting. Like for example, when I retired, John, I was
The
grandfather.
golden parachute. Didn't you get the golden parachute?
I did. I'm not going to lie to you. When I retired,
Really?
when I retired back in 2015, it was in the bylaws. I was grandfather then. Not everybody had it. That I would get either a week's pay for every year of service, or or I can buy my sick time back. I was never out sick, and I got almost a year's pay because I didn't abuse my sick time. So a lot of that stuff was taken away from them.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Because now I'm hearing the town, and you keep hearing that the town's in real financial troubles. I was told by a DPW employee that, who will we name nameless, that the manager asked him if they would do comp time instead of pay for when they're doing the snow plowing. And they said, absolutely not. That's what I was told by a source. So, but yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Vanna Howard's seat now will be up for grabs. I understand I think I might have mentioned this last week, there's a Lowell firefighter that's going to run for the seat. And I doubt that should be an interesting, I don't know who else will run.
Well, the Democratic City Committee the Democratic Committee
We'll put somebody up, right?
is trying to put somebody up against Rodney.
Yeah. But what about for her seat? When
I have not heard anything
Yeah.
on that because she's still retaining it,
Yeah.
and they don't want to let the cat out of the bag that they know she's going to win.
Sure, because
And,
I go on Teddy's site every once in a while, and he had the
He did a great job in the election.
yeah.
Inside Lowell, they did a great job.
It
We wouldn't have had our numbers without. Well, no, this guy Will Roddenberry, he emailed me, but I just have Lowell. I wouldn't have everything else.
sure.
So, tip of the cap to
Yeah.
Teddy Panos and Inside Lowell for
But
getting
he
that.
had a gentleman on. I don't know what the gentleman's name was. He's a Lowell firefighter who is basically. I'm pretty sure he has announced that he's running for Vanna Howard's seat. If she wins the state rep, the Senate race. I understand. My son was there actually. I understand that Joe Espinola had a good crowd out to his party there last Friday night at Onesies. I like Joe a lot. going to throw him a vote, but I don't think can go anywhere in this race. And I think it's just she's got the machine behind her, and it's only going to get stronger. Just my opinion. Like Bob Hoey would say, it's an opinion show. So I know.
Well, Sam Meese pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and he got quite a few votes as a Republican. I thought he did quite well for himself.
Yeah, for a write-in candidacy, you know.
So and Joe Espinola, lifelong friend of mine.
Yep.
I wish I could have went to his party, but I can't go out of the house until it gets above freezing.
Sure.
So I had to miss that. But Joe, great guy, and he certainly has my vote.
Yeah, and he has
Vanna
my vote.
Howard, my existing question for Vanna Howard is, just give me, you've been in the State House for 4 years, just give me 3 things you've done.
Ask for 1, never mind 3.
Just, 3. And she's jumped onto a lot of bills like we can't drive our car no more or whatever that bill is now.
Yeah.
But so far as everything else is concerned, I don't know anything she's done.
Yeah.
People can't tell me anything she's done. I remember my good friend, late great Ned Tarmey. I used to pick on Ned about he loved Tommy Golden, and I said, just give me 3 things he done in the 27 years he was a state rep. Give me 3 things he did.
Yeah.
Never got an answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice guy. Didn't change any laws. And, you got ratty mom, he'd brag, oh, I passed a law. You can't shoot a gun into the house. As far as I know, you can't shoot a gun into the house anyway.
Sure. So, but it's going to be now, now we're going to get into the state election year. It's the 2026. It's the midterm elections.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what locally. Let them put somebody up against Rodney. Rodney won't lose in his state rep seat. I don't think he's solid there. I think, but it is what it is. You can't control it, and they did their work.
I couldn't believe that they pulled it off, but they did. And it's the Democratic machine. It's a perfect. See, only our members can vote. So the unenrolled are not wanted. So we don't want the unenrolled voting in our race, which is the Democratic City Committee. I think it's unconstitutional that the state pays for a party election. And if I ever win the big lottery ticket, I will sue the state over that.
Are you for early voting?
I'm not for any support of a party election.
I don't know what you mean.
The election we just had,
I just had somebody.
no one
complain.
got elected. No one got elected.
I had somebody complain to me yesterday that they thought there was early voting in Drake, and he's glad that he voted. He went and got an absentee ballot because he was going away. But he just said, I don't know why they wouldn't have it in a
There was no early voting for the party election.
Okay, all right.
You could get an absentee ballot. So I'm sorry, I have to go out to Springfield to get kielbasa that day, so I can't be in town. And they will let you have an absentee ballot. It's an easy thing to get, an absentee ballot.
Oh, yeah.
So absentee ballots are available, but not.
So what came down, or what went down, you might know more than I do, about there was some wrong information sent out to the voters as far as voting places. Did you hear about that in Lowell?
Yeah, they made a mistake in Lowell.
Yeah.
And they told me you couldn't vote at the Rogers School, and then you could vote at the Rogers School. So more party shenanigans, I think.
Yeah.
And they'll say, oh, no, it was my mistake. And excuse me, are you a member of a party? What does that have to do with this conversation? See, I don't think that anybody who works in the election office should be a party member. Just shouldn't be. But I'm not in charge of the rules.
Well, even unenrolled's a party, right? Or is it?
Unenrolled's not a party.
It's not a party?
No.
Okay.
You think they are?
I don't know. Would I? So you're just a. I don't know. I'm not an expert in. You know. I don't know.
Well, who was running from the unenrolled party? What candidate did they have?
Oh, you mean no? Right now there is, yeah, but not not last week. They'll have Joe in the regular election. Yeah, come March 3rd, which is very short window. You're talking about what? 3 weeks from today?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
So he's got to run like the Dickens. Did you go to his party?
No, my son did.
How was it?
He's a good crowd. He said, but Bobby Hoey was there. The mayor was there. The former mayor was there, Dan Rourke. He had a lot of. He had a decent crowd. So, I'm sorry I didn't make it, but get to the point now at this age where you just want on cold nights stay in, and that's what my wife and I do.
So yesterday, Cisco, he called in from Puerto Rico, and he brought us right down to the Puerto Rican Ocean. Oh my God!
I saw
Beautiful
that.
spot.
I was
you
watching
saw?
on Facebook. Yeah.
He's got a beautiful spot there, doesn't
Yeah.
he? I got these two from. You want to read these? Can you see
Good
these?
morning. Espo is a Cadillac of a. Oh, Joe Espinola is a Cadillac of a guy. Havana will do whatever the speaker tells her to do. If the Howardly Lions victory was in jeopardy, Massachusetts would have worked overtime to make sure people came out to vote. So we have some people out there in the audience. So, and speaking of elections, we will be having us. I think a matter of probably next week. The papers will be coming out for in Drake for the town elections.
For selectmen?
Selectmen, school committee.
Who's up for re-election? You
Uh,
guys have staggered now, don't you?
Yeah. We next up for re-election is Allison Janess and Heather Santiago Hutchins. They're both up for re-election. On the school committee, it's Renee Young's up for re-election. And I don't know if there are any other races, but the papers will come out, I believe next week. I have not heard of any candidates, and now it's. And I've actually heard that maybe one or both of those candidates might not run for re-election. So we'll see if those rumors are true.
Well, I get a kick out of Drake. You expect an awful, like Chensford, you expect an awful lot for free.
Yeah.
You don't pay your people, do you?
What's that?
You
No,
don't.
yeah, we get the selectmen get like
$1,500.
$2,000 or something a year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got a good friend from my a good text from my good friend Clem Canole who watches.
Oh, Clem's a good guy.
He just wanted to let me know it's Lowell firefighter Anthony, if I'm saying this right, Liette, E-L-I-T-E, is running for Vanna Howard's seat. Don't know him personally. Excellent speaker. Vanna Howard won because no one voted. She got her people out there, blew Rodney out of the water. He only carried Drake at God's country. Clem, you're a great guy. And I keep telling Clem that he should run for selectman, but you know why he won't run?
No.
He had two reasons. First, he'd be in divorce court, and the second, they'd have to have a police officer there every week because he would speak his mind.
Well, I think that Josh Taylor speaks his mind.
Yeah, he's not afraid.
And he.
Sometimes, Josh, you heard about they did a one-day temporary thing in Drake. They named the Drake school system the Drake Cut school system.
Mayor Gitchia wants you to run for selectman.
Who's that?
Mayor Gitchia.
Mayor Gitchia.
Tom Bomil for Drake and selectman.
I think I'd be in divorce court. My wife said I could run, but she wouldn't. But what she would do for me is vote for me. That's it. She wouldn't stand out, hold signs. She doesn't like that.
Would you
stuff.
want to be selected?
No. 10 years ago, maybe, but not now. I'm ready to. I'm sure they'll get somebody out there to run. So, but be interesting. I think the mayor should run for Congress. My friend Bob Hoey says that all the time. So,
Hey, it might be coming up.
yeah, you never know.
You never know where Eric's going to go. Good guy.
One of the best.
Knows his stuff.
One of the best.
Now, Bobby's not answering, so I'm going to guess he must have rolled over.
Just hope he's okay. That's the only thing. Boy,
Well, we all do.
yeah. So, what else we got going? I just talked about the town elections. We have the midterm elections. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Let's talk about the Super Bowl. I know you're not a big sports fan.
Yes, I did watch the Super Bowl. I enjoyed the food I had. I had a pizza.
Cool.
I had a pizza from Little House of Pizza. I had the Georgia special.
Oh.
My God.
Oh, the best pizza around.
I had Ellen, I talked to Ellen, and she picked me up a large torpedo from the deli
Yep.
and the Georgia special from Little House of Pizza.
Sure.
And she said, "What do you want?" I said, "I'll have a couple of slices of pizza.
Yeah.
I'll eat the sub later on, and the sub's going to go today." Oh, I had a delicious time.
Good for you. Good for you.
Now it says, Mr. Bowman has his hands full when it comes to the housing authority. That's from Jay.
Oh. Yeah, it's great. My wife and I, we stayed home, watched the game. We threw some steak tips in a crock pot, cooked them all day, and they were nice and tender by halftime, and the outcome didn't go good.
Did you enjoy the halftime show?
What's that?
Did you enjoy the halftime
I flipped it over to the All-American show, the other channel. I don't know if you did. The one that
I didn't know there was an alternative. I'm
Yeah.
there like, where's the English part? And then my friends on Facebook, I make fun of them when they're complaining about the
halftime show.
halftime show, and I say, you need to ask these questions in Spanish, please.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I mean, hey, all due respect to my Puerto Rican friends, Dominican friends, but I expected English.
Yeah.
So hey,
But the Patriots have nothing. Patriots have nothing to be ashamed of. They were 4-14.
Well, no, the NFL paid for the thing. Why did the NFL let them do it in Spanish?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So Roger's name, Roger Goodell. What's his name in Spanish now?
Yeah.
We should
Cisco would be great with this little.
Yeah,
back
we
and
need
forth.
Cisco back. Maybe he'll call in this morning. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
mean-
should have Cisco Zoom for crying out loud. We can at least have somebody to talk to here, man.
Cisco said that in Puerto Rico they were over the top
Yeah.
with Midnight Bunny or whatever the guy's name, Doc Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. Okay. So, hey, I'd take the gig. Wouldn't you take that gig?
Yeah. And you're right. I don't get, and nobody cares about, it was all in Spanish. You know what I mean? And I'm not by any ways
Well,
racial.
then, what is he, 3 years old? He has to go to the bathroom. He's grabbing himself all the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Say, buddy, why didn't you go to the toilet before the show started?
But I flipped over to the other channel, TBN, I think it was. And they
How
had,
was the halftime show over there?
They were very good. They had a country singer. I'm sure you ever heard of Kid Rock? He's.
Was it in English?
Yep, all in English.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
I didn't know it was on.
So.
So I'm trying to get us up on Facebook now.
Oh,
And
still
they
not.
get all this below. We're on Facebook, but it's just a matter of I have to share it.
Sure.
And they have to have all these passwords to get in and secondary verification. It's difficult. I won't tell anybody that secret number you just gave me.
They send you a code.
Yeah. Hey, it's one what they do for free. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know what they get out of me. They probably have my camera and the microphone on all the time.
Hey, you don't have to pay for that, do you?
Facebook, no.
No.
It's all free.
Gee.
It saves a ton of money when it comes to obituaries, because obituaries, they're like $650 a piece when you see it in the paper,
Yeah.
and Facebook's free.
Yeah. And I noticed more and more people are going that route,
Well, we'll ask the family, what newspaper do you get at the house? Well, we don't get the paper. Well, do you want to put this in the Lowell Sun or the town crier? No. Put it on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
So, does the job.
Now, do you have Comcast as your cable provider?
Comcast here. We have Verizon at Mahoney's. In Tewksbury, I don't know whether we have
Yeah.
Comcast or Verizon. We had one of each in Tewksbury.
It's just getting to the point, my wife and I think we're going to probably pull a plug on the cable. It's just too expensive. I mean,
Yeah, we're paying $400 a month, which includes the internet.
we're about $350 with the internet. Yeah, yeah.
Next text says, when it comes to halftime shows, the National Felon League are out of touch with the average fan. That's from Jay. Interesting comment.
I saw it. I think it was last week's Monday Night Dinner Club. John Zimmerman was there. Hadn't seen him in a while.
Oh, yeah, John Goodegg.
Haven't seen him.
Well, he's residing in Pelham right now, building a addition.
Is he going with that one? He hit the
Last I talked to John,
his
was
daughter's-
at dinner,
Yeah,
and they were gonna put on a ADU on the daughter's house.
sure.
I think she lives in Pelham.
Yeah.
And it was just surprising how much it's going to cost to put an ADU on the house.
Yeah.
So we're out of stuff to talk about. So if you want to call us up and bug us, we'll be happy to take your phone call or your text.
Come on, Eric. Call in, man. So you had mentioned
Well,
mentioned
Frost Grill is having problems too. This is the deadest time of the year, right after Super Bowl. The deadest time of the year.
Yeah. Oh, I mean getting guests on.
There's nothing. People just going to relax for a week.
Yeah.
Next week, school vacation. All the kids are going off to skiing or whatever
Yeah.
their family can take them to. Is next week.
Now, did you say that Cliff's trying to put together a mini debate or something for next week? Or is that just
Yeah,
next?
Cliff is going to try to get Joe Espinola,
Sam
Sam
Meese.
Meese, and Vanna Howard to sit down here and chit-chat and tell us what a good job you're going to do down the State House.
You know she's not going to show.
Well, you can say that. Cliff's friendly with her. She doesn't return my text.
Oh, okay.
And she doesn't return my text. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so much so I had to, I said, well, you know what? I'm sending her a text, and I don't even know it's her cell phone. Because you call up the cell phone, it goes, you've reached, it just says the phone. It doesn't even, her voice isn't even on her own answer.
Right.
So I talked to one of my news media buddies, and I says, hey, can you confirm her phone number? And he's got the same phone number I do, so
Yeah.
she is getting a text. So
Well, like I say, you know, she's.
she won't be. If she answers, fine. If she's not going to answer, that's fine too. But Cliff's pretty good at doing stuff.
Yeah. It's funny how him being a big Republican, he's close to her.
Well, Cliff has a reputation for being fair and a good listener.
Yeah. So you're going to do that on President's Day next Monday? If
Yeah.
you do it? Yeah.
Well, when he first talked to her, she said she has to get her kids ready for school, and there's no school next week. The whole week.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Cliff's on it.
Be interesting. I'm
What do
sure
you think?
Joe will be here and Sam will be here. Well, I mean, will you still do it if she doesn't come on? If Sam and Joe are willing to come
Yeah.
on? Huh?
Yeah,
Good.
that's the feeling right now. It's up to Cliff.
Yeah. Have you spoken to Rodney since?
We texted back and forth.
Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah. He, in fact, I texted him that night. He answered me almost instantly. So, one of those things, you know.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
The machine doesn't Like him.
And if you saw her party, the people that were there were the people that we always talk about, the Brian Martins and Fred Faust people of the world, the Songus people.
Well, you can't say Fred Faust.
Huh?
He gets mad if you say Fred Faust.
Well,
Don't use his name.
That's his name, right? Oh, we can't. Oh.
I'm just kidding you.
Oh. Now, do you remember when he was a WCAP news guy? Way back?
No.
Yeah. Way back.
He was a newsman. Wow.
At CAP. I bet you Gary doesn't even know that.
Wow, I didn't know that. I'm still chasing the Facebook announcement here. Tuesday's the biggest crowd we get. Let's see if we heard from anybody yet. Nope. No new checks.
And you're right. This could be the dead week for us, too, because of when you say everything, it's like after Christmas, right? That first week after New Year's, it quiets down. Well, I always say in my life, it seems January 1st is New Year's Day, then all of a sudden, bam, it's March 1st. And everybody thinks I'm crazy. It seems those 2 months fly by for me.
Well, in our case, Tom, we got spoiled because we had a state rep tossed in as a bonus.
Yeah.
Something for us to talk about. We usually don't have that.
Yeah. That's right. If we didn't have that election last week, we'd be... see you next week.
Nothing to talk about.
So I just read briefly about some controversy going on between the city council and the school committee about they're trying to merge facilities or something of...
Yeah, the city's barking up there.
Yeah.
And the city has, I'll show you the difference between city snow removal and school snow removal in a minute.
Danielle's left the chamber. She's going for a new position starting, I believe it's next week. Danielle McFadden. Dynamite girl.
I like her. She's pretty. She's smart. Wish nothing but the best for her.
I've known her her and I on the Salvation Army Advisory Board together back 15, 20 years ago. I started on that board, so it would have been 19 years this year. I would have been on there. So good girl.
You helped raise millions of dollars, Tommy. Thank you.
Yeah. And still do it. I try to do as much as I can, but it was time for me to take a break. You can only do so much. I had this guy call me the other day. He has one of those little kettles like you have over there in his garage, and the little kettles over there. And he, it's called a swear bucket. Every time you swear, you got to throw $1 in. The thing was packed.
Cute. Open up Facebook, then I'll be done playing with this. There we go. Trust.
Saw Johnny Dakota a couple of weeks ago. He was out in Dracut with a couple of friends of his.
Owen and Ollie's?
No, he goes to a place called O'Hara's, which is in the...
Oh, I know where O'Hara's is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So he was out there with a few of his Mickey Ward buddies, and he's a little bitter, but he knows the game,
Well, in Lowell, if you win, you win.
Yeah.
So good for him. He won smartly. I don't care if he won by 5. He won.
Nobody knows. The only people that know that stuff is guys like you and I. How many votes you won. People that follow politics.
Yep.
But the scary thing is, what's going to happen next year? Are these like Cisco talks about the socialists and them running and all this happy stuff, and are we going to go that way, John? Are we going to see more of the people like that ran against John Dakota and who?
Well, as long as the city keeps the election day under wraps, that's going to continue to how would you know to vote?
Yeah.
And I didn't get a text. I know the city council told you to text us.
But see, that's the problem, John. You're right. It all starts at the top. Why wasn't
Oh, wait a second. It's Tom Golden.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then it starts at the top with the 11 councilors, too. Who's his boss? That's what I always say. It should be.
Hey,
if I was doing something wrong in Drake,
look, I'm giving your sister a job. What do you want me to do?
I don't have a sister.
I know. I'm giving your sister.
I know.
That's what they're told. I'm giving your sister a job. And so what do you want me to do?
I don't know. I think those days.
You don't want to support me and I'm giving your sister a job?
I don't think those days. I think those days are gone. BRD will ask.
Big Red Dog.
We'll ask the tough questions. Hopefully, Havana will show up and take the tough ones. In Lowell, a majority of the sidewalks are still covered in snow. Who's going to be responsible for that? Probably not the $1,000 a day guy. I remember my son getting a ticket about 5 years ago for not shoveling his lot, for shoveling his sidewalk in front of his house on Chelmsford Street. Now he's makes sure it's shoveled all the time. But it depends on where you go. It's just like the parking ban. That's a joke.
Well, back it up to the city wanting to steal the custodians from the school department.
Yeah.
Now, the school across the street, Rogers School, that's a picture of it.
Yep.
It got 22 inches of snow, just like downtown Lowell.
Yep.
They don't have a snowbank. No snowbank.
Yeah.
No snowbank. And
go downtown.
Downtown, snowbank heaven, right?
They did some work down there because I was down there with my wife for dinner a week ago Sunday.
So the city did remove some snowbanks?
Yeah, some of the, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it look this good?
Yeah. Not that good, but it's.
It looked this good the day after the storm.
Yeah. So now does the school department do that? Or does the city do that?
The custodian, his name's Dick Kulik, and it's his operation. Whoever comes in here, he tells them what to do.
Yep.
And I want to keep this guy.
Yeah.
I think the school committee should honor this guy for the excellence he's putting out the door.
Now, there was a post on Facebook this morning. I don't know if you saw it. Something to do about, I think it's today, a lot of no parking up in the back Central Street area.
Yeah, I
they're doing some work.
I'll show you that in a minute. That's thanks to Sean McDonough.
All the little streets back there, Floyd Street, and
I got one more of these, and I'll go see that guy.
Has he been on since the election?
No, but we'll get him next week because he's off.
Oh, good.
He's a school teacher. His real job's a school teacher.
That's right. Yeah, special ed. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully, he's here Tuesday. Yeah, there's something about no parking on these streets or something. They must be doing some type of work up there.
Well, it's all back central. You'll recognize like Abbott Street, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll go to something.
I saw the post on Facebook. I don't know if it was City of Lowell or. Let's see.
Give me a minute, Tommy. I got to get these texts out.
Oh, no, go ahead. I'm just looking for that.
I'll go after the other guy in a second.
I'm just looking for that.
If you go to my Facebook page, I shared it.
I got it, yeah. No parking advisory back Central Street. Tuesday, February 10th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Wednesday, February 11th from 8 to 4. Abbott Street, Center Street, Cottage Street, Floyd Street, Hudson, Lyons, Pollard Street, Richmond Street. Please do not park in the streets during the posted times. Vehicles. Now, what are they? Are they doing some snow removal? Or are they doing? Do you know what? It doesn't say why they closed.
We could assume this.
Yeah.
I don't see any communication. They don't promise to do anything. I don't know what's going on there. I'm assuming it's for snow removal.
Sure.
And if you call the city manager's office, it's for snow removal.
Yeah.
So why didn't you put that out there on your announcement? But we don't do that. We only clap when Tom comes in the room. Ever notice how Tom can't sit down right away? He has blisters on his butt.
Yeah, you're horrible.
So you want to read these three?
Why did Joran win? She has zero political experience, just another cog in the wheel of government. I'll answer that by saying that machine that we talk about. Elected officials here in Massachusetts have zero respect for its citizens. Why would the citizens have any respect for the elected morons in this state? Where is the audit we voted for? Absolutely, that is a joke. That audit was voted, 72% of the people wanted that audit, and nothing. And then she's still fighting it, that poor girl. I think, and I'm going to read the last one, I'm going to say something. When you have covered sidewalks with snow, that responsibility falls on the councilors in the district.
Hang on a second. I have His Royal Highness call me on the phone here. Hey, Bobby, you okay? Okay. No worries. We'll put it out there, Grandpa. Thank you. Thanks. Good. Thanks, Bob. Bye-bye. He meant to call. He's got grandfather duties this morning.
Okay. It happens to the best of us. That almost happened to me this morning. Remember I said to you yesterday when I talked to you, but it turned out I didn't have to. When you have covered sidewalks with snow, the responsibility is for the district councilor.
Sorry, I
just want to go back to Diane DeZoglio and that audit
want to
thing.
put that back up.
Okay.
I thought you were done, Tom.
Now, when you have covered sidewalks with snow, that responsibility falls on the councilors in that district. Agree. They should be, who in turn should be going to the manager, who in turn the manager should be going to the department heads. Diane DeZoglio, now she is the state auditor.
She's a really nice girl. I met her
It'd
at
be
Mark
great to
Crapman's party out in Tewksbury.
too
What
bad
a
we couldn't
nice
get her
woman.
on the show. She's dynamic. But I'm thinking she's a girl I think that could run as an independent or even switch over to be Republican and run for governor. That's how popular she is. So, here we go.
Hey, Eric, how are you? Good. You want to go on, Mr. Mayor? Hang on a second. Put you on speaker. Okay, Eric, you're
Good
on.
to go. The Honorable Mayor.
Good morning, Tom. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
So, I just want to inform the public some things. When you think about 24 inches of snow falling and then another 4 or 5 inches falling right after it, and the amount of employees the DPW has, and the tough point that people have getting people to contract out, it's a very tough situation. There's 13 employees that do plowing for the DPW. We're asking them to move everything in the city. The priority, obviously, is keep the roads open. The second priority is keep around the schools in the downtown, right? So that's where they are. Moving the snow, where do you put it? Anywhere you put it is a snow dump, you're going to leave trailing the trash and everything else that goes with it. So you got to be very careful on where you put it, on what land you put it. And you know, and I know, John will tell you this about the overpass. As you try to go through there, it takes you 20 minutes. So every load you bring anywhere you're going in the city takes you a long time. So, blaming people for in front of sidewalks, in front of people's houses and stuff, that's up to them to shovel. Department inspections have been out giving warnings. Of course, they do warnings first, and then they'll fine them. Towing vehicles, people get upset about towing vehicles. We only have so many tow trucks in the city, and it takes probably about an hour to get one done, at least. You have to go underneath in the middle of a snowstorm, pull a vehicle onto a tow truck, tow it to the tow yard, place it, and go get another one. It's not as simple as they just disappear. You put a thing on and boom, it's gone. I think the city employees have done an amazing job with the amount of snow, the long hours that they worked through. That storm was not an easy storm. It just kept coming. And then, you don't get much rest in between. And it takes the body a long time to just recover from working those long hours. So when we want to point blame at people, I think it's Mother Nature we're blaming. We do live in New England. We've been here. We've been lucky for the last 4 years where we didn't get any snow. And even at that point, people complain we didn't get snow. So, you can't win when you're in a DPW setting, but I can assure you that they're out there working. And the contractors, then, when we talk about them, let's really talk about we can't get contractors, and the ones we get are usually not the most experienced ones, because the experienced ones are going to the higher paying communities, and they pay very, very well, much higher than we pay. We used to have loaders and six-wheelers pushing the snow. Now we're down to 1 tons, and 1 tons can't push snow up a 4-foot snowbank. It just trails back. John will tell you that. He knows plowing because he does it around his area.
I have to say, I have the scanner on at home, and I do have to say that it seems they were very aggressive this time with what I heard on the scanner with towing cars. I kept hearing them send a tow truck here as soon as they can because they just couldn't get down some streets. Being on the LRTA board, I was talking to Dave Bradley. They were having problems with buses getting down some of these streets, not because of the snow, basically because of the cars being parked on the streets where they shouldn't have been. But like I said, you can only do so much, Eric. You can't do with the help you have, so.
I want to put this in there. Eric, do you have a monitor where you're observing the show, or you just listening on there?
I listen to it on YouTube.
Okay, so if you can, I'm going to move your picture. Now, can you see that shot of the front of the Rogers School?
I saw it before I called, yeah.
Okay, cool.
They did a good
So
job.
what is the excuse that the city couldn't do that in downtown? Here you have a custodian, and I believe his name's Dick Kulik. I could be wrong. Nobody's corrected me yet, so. He's the chief cook and bottle wash over for custodial services. No snowbank the day after the storm. What's he doing right that we're doing left? Furthermore, the city plows. I'm going to get my pan tilt zoom thing moving here. Going to move this over to the left a little bit. And what the city does, you plow your sidewalk. Then the city truck comes down and they take the snowbank and they put it on my sidewalk.
Well, then the point is, John, wait till after the snow plowing's done, then do your sidewalk. Because
I'm not.
The snow in the middle of the road doesn't melt as it hits the blade on the plow truck, and I don't know where people expect them to put it.
Well, Eric, I've been plowing snow since I was 16 years old. I know how to plow snow. I do the.
One at a time,
All right,
boys.
You can tell me what you know about my life. I respect that. You know we. Go ahead.
I've done plowing
Go ahead.
for 37 years on streets and everything. The object is to open up the road first. The sidewalks come afterwards. And when the opera money came in, I had asked that we buy more equipment for around the schools, but at that time it didn't really look like it was needed because we weren't really getting snow. If they had a snowblower attachment to a Kubota or something, they could put it wherever they wanted, and they could do sidewalks. But we don't have that type of machinery for every school, and I think that that's a major issue because you could do around the schools and make sure you put it where you want it and not into the barrels on the corners like you're saying.
Well, the juvenile guys who do the connector, they have these big 10-wheel dump trucks. They come down Highland Street. They don't dump the snowbank onto the sidewalk, and they plow the street. As a snowplow driver, you know where you're dumping snow.
All right, so your outlook is to narrow the roads, not the sidewalks. I'm just trying to figure out where we're going with this because the snow has to go somewhere. So if you don't put it on the sidewalk,
don't put it on
that stays the road.
don't put it on my sidewalk. If you want me, look, I have 600 kids going to school across the street here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you want them to walk in the street?
I get the same snow on my sidewalk at home. I mean, we all get snow on our sidewalks. You're told to go curb to curb for public safety so they can turn these vehicles. Your road's a little bit wider than most roads, but when you tell your contractors and your plow drivers, you tell them, go curb to curb so we can clean it up. And then it's up to the property owner to push that snow over. We have no means of putting this stuff from the middle of the road anywhere else. And if we want roads wider, it has to go curb to curb unless we have machines that can melt it. And we don't have that capability because of the amount of money. I don't disagree with you. It's an inconvenience, John. Not at all. And I don't disagree with you. There's a lot of people walking up and down the roads, the sidewalks, and people in the roads. You got kids riding bicycles in this weather because, that's the way they get to their destination, which is a little bit unsafe.
We can go round and round, Eric, but you've been plowing a long time. I've been plowing a long time. And like Bernie Lynch always said, we can always do better. And
I'm asking you this question, John.
Go ahead.
You have an amount of snow. Do you want a narrower road or do you want the snow on the sidewalks? Because it's got to go somewhere.
Pick it up and take it to the city dump. I don't care where you put it. Don't put it on my plowed sidewalk.
But you know when
1,400 roads in the city, you want them all picked up and brought to the landfill. That might take me 3 years each storm.
Well, Mother Nature's coming.
Eric, where
It's coming
is
again tonight.
Tommy's asking.
just a question, and I sort of agree on both ends of what you guys are talking about, but you go down, Eric, you made a point about saying don't shovel until they're done plowing. So where do you, and I hear that, again, I'm a scanner person, they're saying that people throwing snow out into the street, which they shouldn't be doing either. But where are they supposed to put the snow? If they don't have a big,
Tom, you bring up a great point. And if you listen to the governor's state of the state, we want more density. We want more and more. Let's build on top of building, and we don't have room for the cars and everything we have currently. So how does the infrastructure in our community sustain with the outcomes that they want in Boston? And we got major problems. And, nobody wants to address the infrastructure issue, whether it's the sewer, whether it's the road conditions. They just kick the can down the road. And when you look at the state, since 2012, those Chapter 90 monies for roads and sidewalks hasn't gone up. They'll tell you it has because they put $100 million in extra so they can give it to their friends in rural communities. That's what they did. That was a grant-funded funds that got put somewhere so they could put it to the segregated places that they wanted, not by who has the most road lengths like they currently do on the 200 million. And you bring up some really major points. When you get density, such as the city of Lowell and not Drake, it doesn't have this problem, because they have areas where you can put the snow, you can push it to, and it's all right within the area of the plow. And there's very minimal sidewalks on their side roads, not like Lowell. Everybody wants new sidewalks.
Yeah.
So it's a major challenge. I have the same problem as John. I just get done shoveling. I shovel 2 feet out into the road and put it on my front lawn. And we do it every single storm because we want to be able to have an access point. But again, they push it right back on. I just get done right back on. But I mean, I should wait till the end of the storm. But my wife is impatient.
And Eric's probably too young to remember this. But remember we were kids, and you'd see them dumping the snow into the canal.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
I'm seeing Boston. Boston's hiring these snow melters, and look, they're melting polluted snow and putting it in the sewer, or putting it in the drainage system. What's the difference?
There is no difference because it goes to conservation land if it's a separated sewer system, so I don't get that. And the other thing is, I remember, Tom, when I first started on the city, Chevy's was still down there. We used to go to the back of that parking lot and back in and just dump it there, and the load push it right into that.
That's where I would see them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what they used to do. They would push it right into the concrete over there. But, again, if you pile that snow, if you look in the Hamilton Canal District, where they piled it a couple of years back, when that stuff melted, it had about 8 inches of pure dirt, grime. Everything was there, trash.
Have you seen the bottom of the canal? Have you seen the bottom of the canal?
Exactly, John. Yeah, exactly. It's not, you're filling a canal and, you're filling wetlands with the stuff in the end.
Hey,
I agree.
Joe Espinola sends a text in. The guy who runs the Rogers School crew is Dick Killick, Killik. Killick. I was pronouncing his name wrong. Dick Killick. And he's the...
every school has been... I just sent you the text that we got from the city manager. Every school, that was the priority, was let's get the schools opened up for the buses and everything, try to get some of these corners, tow vehicles on corners and stuff like that. But it is a very big challenge if you're like in the Elm Street area, the back central area, Lower Centerville, the Acre. There's some of the poorer neighborhoods that are the most dense, and the parking is not something that's very easy. And when you look at the courthouse on Gorham Street, they would only sell that property off as all 5 parcels together. We wanted to purchase just the parking area so the residents had parking, but that's not what the state determined to do.
Well, the state's trying to do the right thing. The state disagrees with themselves. People need a place to park.
Eric, there was a post on, when John and I were talking about a post on Facebook this morning regarding streets being closed up in the back Central Street area. Do you know what that's all about? That's snow removal?
That text that I just sent over to John highlights what's going on. So
Oh.
they did around the schools and stuff, and now they're going to go into the more dense areas where they can't get the
Okay.
trash trucks and stuff like that, and,
Okay.
and try to get that snow removed.
Okay, thank you.
Well, Eric, you are
Yeah,
the best.
and it's an inconvenience, like you say, Tom. But people want the snow moved. They don't want to be inconvenienced. There's no perfect world for it.
No.
Eric, thank you.
Thanks for calling in,
Thanks for
Eric.
calling in. You're the best. Sorry for the hard time, but hey, that's what we do here.
That's what we love. And then the springtime, we'll fight over the parks cleanup.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mr.
See you,
Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, thank you.
Okay, all right.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Great guy.
Yeah, he is. I'm going to go. I can't find his text, but that's okay.
And he seems to be, I've watched a few of the meetings, he seems to be running a fair meeting so far. I don't know if you've watched any of them, but he seems to be doing a decent job
Yes.
in running his meetings, so the meetings seem to be going pretty fast, so. So what is we're talking about elections, what's the rumor about Sakari Chow? Is he running against Tara Hung? Is that the talk?
Tara is still the Democratic City Committee's dream boy.
Okay, go do what you have to do there, go ahead.
And I got this text from Eric. I'm going to put it up there. Just found it now. Text are lagging coming to the computer here, but that's okay. All this stuff happens for free.
Huh.
It says, this is a text we got. The DPW has been straight out since snow fell. Okay, Tom. Councilors, we are in the process of formalizing snow removal operations on smaller, tighter streets in our city. Our DPW has been pulling snow out and around the city and schools. Starting this week, we'll be working around neighborhoods to increase public safety, access, waste management. We'll also be asking residents to move their vehicles. I will let you know as soon as possible where the operations will take place. That's from the city manager to
The councils,
the mayor yesterday.
the mayor,
Via
okay,
text.
good.
So, the city's on it.
Yeah.
And see, yesteryear, looking at this thing here, what I would do is I'd set an alarm, get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would take the snowbank, push it all the way through this snowbank, and push it up against these bushes. Then the city decided, no, we're going to plow this sidewalk. They never plowed this sidewalk before. They used to just do the ride to school. So if you were walking to the depot, you walked over here. You didn't walk over here. So I had all this area for snow. And the city said, oh, no, we're going to hire a friend to create a crosswalk here. So the guy told me, look, I can't keep throwing snow over here because it's ruining his project. And he's right. They're paying him to do it. And he has to come back and do it a second time. So I told him, look, I'll tell you what I'll do. Don't do it before 4 a.m. I'll get it done before 4 a.m. And he wouldn't go along with that. So I stopped moving the snowbank.
Huh. Now, do you do a snow blow your front yard walk? Is that what you do?
Yesterday, I would just do it with my pickup truck.
Yeah.
We got this gigantic pickup truck.
I've seen that.
Move them out. It's all dented. All the dents are me because I back in the telephone pole.
You almost went over a bridge, didn't you? An embankment. Remember when George Taylor came? He was going to save you.
Yeah, that was over to Mahoney's. Somehow I slid down Puerto Street, and the nose was on the street, and the back wheels were on the upper deck, and he got me out of there. God bless him. But at any rate, plowing is not an exact science. You do it in the worst weather, and people think that you can see them, and you can't. You're pushing a ton of snow down the street. And like this here, when I would back up here, and I would usually start here, push over here, all the way up. So I'm picking up 500 pounds of snow here, pushing it across the street, crashing through another 500 pounds of snow, and pushing the whole works over to the bushes. It was great.
Right.
And then the city decided they're going to do things differently. So now we do snow blowing on the sidewalk. We leave this guy here, See this snowbank right here?
Yep.
That's going to be there until April.
When it melts. Yeah.
Because Juvenile, the guys who do the low connector, they don't push the snow onto the sidewalk. Their equipment's big enough they can push it onto my lawn if they want to. Gigantic trucks, and the guys are good. They do the connector. The city guy, he tries to rumble this stuff. First storm, it's still soft. They can move it. They ain't moving this now. It's a rock.
Right.
So I'm glad they're doing Back Central. I'm gonna go find that notice and put it up there. I'll get back to the text in
Sure.
a couple of minutes, kids.
I always had a thing I wanted to do, but I couldn't, obviously, with the insurance. I always wanted to go ride shotgun with one of those guys with the city of the town and go snow plowing with them. Just ride shotgun. It must be an interesting.
Well, years ago, one of my friends was on the fire department, and I
Yeah.
always wanted to ride in a fire truck. And then I says to him, "Can I just ride with you guys one night?" He said, "No, you can't. It's an insurance thing."
That's what they told me. Yeah.
It's okay. How about I give you a video camera, and you turn the video camera on. When the truck is out of the garage, just hit record.
Yeah.
And I'll ask the chief. So he asked the chief. Chief says, "Are you driving the truck?" "No, I'm just riding." He said, "Okay, if you're just riding and you're not busy, you want to turn that camera on, go ahead."
Yeah.
We got some fabulous video of people
Yeah.
just getting away with the fire truck.
And that was the purpose. The reason I couldn't go was because of the insurance. If I got hurt, and it'd be. But I always wanted to do that.
Fascinating video to see how they're driving a car completely not paying attention. There's a fire truck behind them.
Oh, yeah. What amazes me how people drive in snow like they do on dry pavement. I mean, it's they're speeding. They don't slow down. Oh
It
man.
reminds me of a story where we would have we'd be over there. I used to hang around in Pawtucketville as a kid. Oh, we got to go to break time here, so hang on 1 second. We got to go to break land here. This guy up. Got to shut the mics up. We're going to break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Break
Thanks.
time. Morning, everybody, and welcome to the February 10th edition of City Life. We are, it's a cold morning, not as cold as the past few mornings. Tonight we're going to get some snow into tomorrow, and then I guess we're going to have a good warm-up over the next week or so. We're talking 40s. First off, I just want to say that no longer with us at the show is going to be Marty Lorrey. Marty is taking another position, but which was an early morning position for him. So if that doesn't work out, maybe he'll come back. And my co-host Bob Hoey has grandfather duty this morning, which I almost had. So there wouldn't have been nobody here, but mine turned out pretty good.
And Cisco's on vacation.
And the Cisco kid will be back next week. He should call in from Puerto Rico, but, you know. They're in the same
You guys
time.
just missed the mayor. The mayor called us. He was on the phone with us 10, 15 minutes this morning. So.
Is they're in the same time zone as us, John, Puerto Rico? Do you know?
An hour difference.
An hour?
We zoomed in yesterday,
Okay.
and I think it's 9 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock there. So this is back central area. It tells you what days. Today, Tuesday, February 10th, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., get your car off the street. And same thing tomorrow, 8 to 4. Abbott Street, Center Street, Cottage, Floyd, Hudson, Lyons, Pollard, and Richmond. Don't park. They're going to tow your car. We don't care you live there. No, 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 no.
And I just said they can't park their cars for free in the parking garage. That's not right. I mean, I know they're trying to do a job. I mean, obviously they're trying
Go
to get
down
those.
to Foxwoods for the day.
Yeah,
Get out, have a good. There's no admission at Foxwoods. Free parking, right?
free parking. Yeah.
Free parking, no admission. Just go in there, enjoy the eye candy. Be nice. So find a place to go to. Go to Super Walmart. Go to the movies. Come
Yeah.
park at your sister's house. Go park at just go
Well, a
visit
lot
your
of people,
sister.
and there's probably a lot of people that go to work too. I mean, they live on those streets too, so they might not even be there anyway. 8 to 4, you know. People work for a living. Or some people work for a living, you know. So
Consider taking your fancy phone out of your pocket. Take a picture of this slide, and don't park there. City's got to move the snow. City wants to move the snow, and I'm going to guess that Sean McDonough was the mover and shaker here on getting this done, and hopefully we'll have him in next week because it's school vacation week.
great.
So that's it. If you park on one of those streets, they're going to tow your car, baby.
Great.
Today and tomorrow, 8 to 4. So back
good.
over to you, Tom.
That's great. So the last Tuesday we had a special election in the senatorial seat for Eddie Kennedy's seat. The outcome wasn't the way I wanted it to be, but she really, congratulations to her. She ran a great campaign, grassroots campaign. But Vanna Howard will probably be your next senator. And that's no knock to Joe or Sam Meese. I like both guys. But I think this girl's just got a machine behind her that's second to none. I understand that Joe had a great party. My son was out there last Friday night at the Windsor. The Windsor, it's always going to be the Windsor. Lindsay's. And there was some movers and shakers.
Once Lindsay sells it, it'll be Lindsay's forever.
Yeah.
I haven't heard the word Windsor in a long
Yeah,
time.
remember that? Windsor. Yep, the Windsor.
The
So,
Spear House.
yeah.
They were weren't they cousins or something? Compete with each other?
Really? Oh, George Spanius and Zinni Speroni. It might be
I
right.
think they were cousins.
Great guys. And you're never going to see restaurants like that again around our area. You know, it's a shame.
Well, they weren't other restaurants.
What's that?
There weren't other
Yeah,
restaurants.
yeah.
I mean, growing up, there was Hunter's Haven and Drake-It, which...
But the two fancy ones were the Windsor and
Oh,
Spear House.
yeah.
So
Tommy, you want to read these 5?
I bet was your wedding reception at the Spear House?
Yes, it
I
was.
figured that. Yeah, mine was, my first one was at the Windsor.
My brother Marky, he went to the place in Drake-It. Cock Door.
Yeah.
But he married-
Another great food there. That was
He
great.
married a French girl.
Yeah. All right, just admit the city did a horrible job on snow removal. There's no room in the canals. It's littered with the bikes from the bike program. Once again, government blames its citizens for the snowstorm. Is Chow a professional politician just looking for a seat to fill? He seems to run for any seat that will get him a government paycheck. No parking on back Central Street. Is the Heinz Tavern project finished? It's just starting, right? The Heinz Tavern project.
It's foundational,
Yeah.
but it's moving right along.
So
I didn't check the paper. You checked the paper. You didn't
yeah,
see anything?
nothing that was that stood out there. You know, still talking about the Patriots loss and different things, but
The Patriots lost.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Is that a football team? Oh my God! Overkill on the Patriots. Turn the page. We lost.
So what are your thoughts, John? We talked about it the first part of the first hour about the senatorial election.
No, I'm sorry. I think the unenrolled. There are enough people out there know Joe Espinola. Sam Meese, Republican guy. Both good guys. Joe Espinola's got my. I think he's going to win because he's just a popularity. Retired cop, and all-around good guy.
You think
Sam,
you think
Sam Meese, the big problem he has, he doesn't live in the district.
right?
He's got to move in. Whether he's moved in already or not, I don't know. So sooner or later, the little son's going to grab him on that.
He did say on the show when he was here a couple of weeks ago that he would move in the day after the election, so he must have had something already picked out.
Promises, promises, promises.
So you
promises.
think Espinola can win? Will win?
Yes, I do.
Wow, that's a bold prediction. I hope you're right. He's getting my vote, you know. So
The little son won't let me in. Those bums. I paid for it. E-edition. It's thinking.
huh?
It's giving it to me this time. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
See, when you get the, I'll put this up on the screen so you can see. You get the real paper online. It's pretty cool.
So I was listening to I was going back and forth with the election results last week. I was listening to Teddy, and I'd have the radio on too with CAP. Now, I don't know if you listen to CAP at all on election night.
Yeah, I do.
But no, did you hear about election night? Did you hear when they were talking? They were referring to Vanna Howard as Vanna Howard. Was her name Vanna? I'm not lying.
I
My wife.
don't know. No, there's
My wife.
Jim Shanker. He's a Tewksbury guy.
Yeah.
And that's how Jim pronounced her first name.
Well, then Gary was saying the same way too, so he must have.
Well, she must have told him.
Yeah, maybe that's how you say it. Who knows? More snow. Yeah, it's nothing. Like I said to you, it's nothing.
Hey, what do you think about the state cops?
It's wow. Yeah, that's not pretty.
And that's what I want to ask these state people is, what are you going to do to draw out excellence in government?
Yeah.
I mean, the state cops, it's embarrassing. They're beating up ICE all over the place. The guys are just trying to do their job. And, you know, my mother taught me, when you see trouble, go the other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't go over there with your bullhorn. Terrible. But hey, that's just me. So what do you think about ICE, Tom?
Was that?
What do you think about ICE?
It's almost a two-edged sword, but I think they're trying to do the right thing. The president obviously is not going to give up on them. Do you agree? Then he seems to have his backing. And on the same, like now we were just talking earlier about the midterm elections. We should start hearing about presidential candidates 2 years from now. 2 years from
No,
now.
next year.
Huh?
There's 3 years to go.
2028 will be the presidential election.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're talking about the New Hampshire primary. That's 2 short years from now in February.
Yeah.
Have you heard? Who do you think is going to run on the Democratic side? Who do you think is going? You think it's going to be Vance on the Republican side?
Vance, absolutely.
With Rubio as his running mate?
I don't know, but Vance has got a shoe in. If Rubio wants to be VP, he wants to wait 8 years for his new job. I think that Rubio is impressed with himself, and he'll try to grab it from the get-go.
Oh, okay. That'll be interesting to see what happens.
Well, who do you think's going to do the Democratic side?
I don't know. I can't think of. I don't know on the Democratic side. I think both parties. I've been saying it here for a while. Is they got to find some younger, fresh blood candidates, not old school again. You know what I mean? Well, they're saying what's that? I always forget that girl from New York. They think AOC. Is that what you say? Is that the congressman from New York?
She's been out of the press for a while. I don't
Yeah.
know what she did to get herself in trouble with the press, but her name's been out of the mix.
Because they talk she's going to run for president, you know. So, and it's scary. It just scares me what they say.
Well, as long as the administration keeps the voting day secret, which they did for the preliminary election, then we're doomed.
Yeah.
Got these two, Tom.
In the over 4 hours that the Super Bowl was on TV, how many minutes was the actual football being played? That's true. 60 minutes, technically. I mean, with time, that's 15-minute quarters. So, what about the pizza place called the Walbrook? Excellent pizza. Yep. That's where they had great pizza. They had great chicken, too, I believe, too.
Oh, we loved going to Walbrook.
Yeah.
Dragon had some great play. And I guess they just, ADA killed a lot of these restaurants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you were in the Board of Health in Tewksbury. It's rumored, I don't know, I know enough to be dangerous. They had all these guys, all these companies, put in a new hood exhaust system.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's the suppression system. If
Well, you mean suppression system.
If a fire-
Going
if-
deeper now.
well, if a fire breaks out over your fryer later,
Yeah.
this stuff will come, and I don't know what, it's like a powder that puts the fire out automatically. That's actually a fire department issue, and they would, that's what they've been were having to put in, and that came again through a state law.
And they were telling me that's $100,000 to do that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'd be lying if I said I knew the price. Yeah, I don't know the price. You know.
Well, the state doesn't care because they have the money. The only trouble is it's in your pocket. The state doesn't care about cost, and the state should take a good study.
Yeah.
What's this going to cost our restaurant owners, and will it put them out of business?
Yeah.
And knowing full well, McDonald's already had these systems in place. And if you can,
And they can well afford it. You know.
so I feel bad for these companies that got put out of business because of a state law and state reps that just turned their heads and said, we can't do it. It's the law. Well, you voted the law in.
So,
But getting back to the current state rep race, Tara Hung, who won't come to the show anymore, apparently the Democratic City Committee's told him, we don't ever want to see you on that show. And I couldn't care less. So we have plenty enough guests anyway. Why don't we have excellence in government? We have state police who are finally going to go on trial for mismanagement of their training facility. And if the training facility is screwed up, what do you think the graduates are?
yeah. Yeah.
And you got a bunch of guys and gals who sleep in their cruiser. It's all about details and making money. And when was the last time you saw anybody get a speeding ticket on the highway?
Yeah.
They're just not doing their job. And then you can look at the Department of Transportation, look at the subway cars falling off the tracks. Well, we bought these new cars from our friends and they don't work. What are we going to do to derive excellence out of our state government? And nobody has an answer to that.
Again, it all starts at the top. What's the governor doing? And she's jetting off to the Super Bowl. She's
Did you go to the Super Bowl?
yeah. At least that's what I read. She was going to the Super Bowl.
Hey, good for her. I like Maura Healey.
You do?
I don't think that she's a good governor, but personally, I like her. I think she's a nice gal. Met her a couple
Yeah,
of times.
as a person, I've never met her, but I don't know what she. But I mean, like I say, awful governor.
Just as friendly as you are, Tom. You walk up to her,
Yeah.
and she's nice as pie. Shake your hand, take your picture, and she's great.
Yeah. She must have been here for Eddie Kennedy's wake, right? She showed up.
Yeah,
there?
she was.
Yeah.
She came to the funeral.
Yeah.
She was gracious. One of the younger girls. Her first name is Chloe. She works for us part time, and she was doing the front door. I says, Chloe, get with the governor and get a picture with the governor. So she did. She grabbed her going out the door, and the governor with glee said, sure, we'll take a picture. That was cool.
Yeah.
But it's, how do you make excellence happen when you got the union involved? Good luck with that is what their motto is. And why don't we put excellence out the door?
I don't get it. I mean, it's well, there's no accountability too. Like I said to you, we were talking earlier about how your favorite manager, Mr. Golden. It all starts at the top.
Golden, I'm going to get something straight here. Tommy Golden is a nice guy. He really, really is a nice guy. He's not a manager.
Yeah.
He's taken 3 years to get to where he's at right now, and he's just starting to do an okay job.
Yeah.
But this last snowstorm, making excuses, we did a fabulous job, job. No, you didn't, Tom.
Right. It all starts at the top. And Eric called in earlier. They're his bosses. If he's not doing his job, we'll do something about it. I mean, I know when I was in Drake, if something was going wrong, the manager would call me in and say, Tom, take care of this. We got an issue. We got a complaint. Handle it. You know, and I was working for my manager. He told me, you know, it's a lot. Like, you're here. You're the boss of the funeral home. If you have a problem with one of your employees, somebody calls you and says, John, I think one of your employees was rude to me at the wake last night. You're going to handle it if it's true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's...
Well, I can remember talking to my kids back when they started to take over. I don't go into work no more. But my two sons, they run the thing. And they got this gigantic funeral. And so I'm watching it online. They're 12 minutes late for church. So they're, after the funeral, oh, Dad, we did a great job. We had 120 cars and blah, 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 blah. And all these people were there. And I said, you were 12 minutes late for church. And they just wanted me to completely overlook that. I said, look, there were people in church waiting for you. 12 minutes. Why were you 12 minutes late? And they didn't appreciate the question.
Was it a traffic situation? Is that why? Or was it a...
No, every single funeral we have,
Yeah.
St. Francis Church in Dragut is an 18-minute drive.
From here, okay.
It's 18 minutes to get there. I don't care what you do, it's going to take you 18 minutes to get there. At funeral speed. So that's not going to go away. So you're going to be driving out the driveway at 20 minutes to mass time.
Okay. All right.
It's not rocket science. And when you look at, right now it's 7:20. The family should be getting in the limo right now. And so you got to market the time. The family's bereaved, and you have to let them do what they want to do to calm themselves. Last time looking at their dad before we closed the casket, and it's a hard time. It's 20 past, you should be getting in the limo now, which
Sure.
means you should have had everybody out of the building 10 minutes ago.
Sure.
So all these things go backwards, and if you just say, well, we'll wait 5 minutes, you're going to be 5 minutes late. Oh, well, we're waiting for a few people. Then you're not going to be able to, you're going to have to cut some corners someplace.
Yeah.
Come back during Mass and get the flowers. Skip the flowers.
Now, I'm seeing more and more in obituaries, people at the remark saying, please meet at the church. Are you seeing a lot of that? People saying, that's how it's going to the funeral home.
Well, it saves the funeral home a couple of $100 in help.
Yeah.
And not my cup of tea. People
Okay.
people come to, like, I'll tell the priest over at different churches, they'll set up for, well, I got too many wires on me here today. They'll set up these communion stations where church is packed with people, so he'll send his communion givers halfway down the aisle.
Right.
And I say, hey, Father, they don't do that. Keep them up the front. Have them aside of you. He said, well, John, why? I says, the people are at Mass to see the family. If you don't let them walk up and walk by the family and give a nod to their best friend.
Exactly.
And no. They appreciate we have somebody halfway. I says, well, I think it's wrong.
Yeah, I agree with
Everybody
you.
up front.
I absolutely agree with
people
you.
there to see everybody. So far as meet at the funeral home, there are people who are busy with their life. They couldn't go to the wake yesterday. They're going to pop into the funeral home now, say hello, sorry about your dad, and go on with their day. This business of meet at church, there's no time to say that to your friend.
Right.
So I don't like it, and I don't promote it. I don't think my sons promote it. But it does save the funeral home some money. They don't have to hire as much help.
Sure. Because I know, and there's another thing you said about, people like, they want to pay respects. Like I went to Phil Shea's funeral, and I didn't get a chance to go to the wake because I wasn't feeling that great, but I got a chance to at least tap the casket. People do that. You ever notice they'll just tap the casket when they're walking by going to communion, which I think is a very nice gesture, So, yeah, it's all, everybody's, and then you see, and the one you see is like no calling hours. They just want a private service. You see that a lot now, and it's usually a money factor with that, John, or is that?
No, a lot of times that's with family issues.
Yeah.
We have a lot of huge, everybody, not just me, but other funeral directors, large families, family feud going on, amidst the divorce. And I'll never forget George Anthes. We got this politician coming in to do an interview on CAP. So you get to sit down and jibber-jabber with the guy during the news. And I would always ask the guy, is there anything you don't want me to ask you? And he said, yeah, don't ask me about my family. I got served with divorce papers yesterday. Which is a normal question I will ask. So, you married, you got kids? And so I found out from the get-go. And from that day on, George Anthes would say, John, I always disagreed you would ask that question. Is there anything you don't want me to ask? Until that day.
Yeah.
So we don't have people on his guests to embarrass them.
Mm-hmm.
It's to boost them up. And that's what we try to do.
Sure. But you're right, yeah. Just to pay the respects, the family sees you made the effort. I think that's very key, because and sometimes you might not see a person for a long time. You go to that, like when I went to Phil Shea's funeral, I had not seen his kids in a long time, and they came up to my pew and shook my hand, gave me a hug. And those are nice things, you know what I mean? And it touched my heart to see those kids who I saw actually grow up, So, but.
So I think that you go to a funeral to see somebody that you love, and that's a friend.
Yep.
And I would like to let that obligation happen.
Yeah.
In this meet at church business, it sounds good on paper, but
Right.
knowing how the logistics go together, you show up with the casket as next of kin, with the immediate family. You walk down the aisle, and you might see who's in church, but you can't hold their hand, you can't shake their hand.
Right.
You're going to go sit in front and do the mass.
Right.
And so that's why we sway against that.
Sure. And even the changes in wakes. I mean, I remember wakes back in the old days, 2 days, be like, 2 to 6, and then you take a break. Remember the old days? It'd be 2 days of wakes, really,
Well, I've been doing this since I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
So I remember house wakes. We'd do house wakes where your grandfather's dead. We brought the casket and the body over to the house.
Yeah.
He was in your front parlor overnight. And the biggest problem with that is people don't go home. So your grandmother's, she's the head of the household now because the old buckaroo's gone. And people don't go home. So they fall asleep in the chair. And so what do? Uncle Tanous is asleep in the chair. What are we going to do, Uncle Tanous? Oh, well, wake him up. He'll go home. I'm going to stay here. Oh, I loved him. I'm going to stay overnight with you.
Yeah.
No, I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
So people don't know to go home.
Yeah.
So once that happened, Uncle Tanous didn't want to go home. People changed their mind. No, you know what? As much as I want to bring him home. So now what's popular is we drive by the house.
Yeah. We did that with my father, I remember. Yeah.
Yep. And what happens is we drive by the house,
Yeah.
and if you tell your neighbors, the funeral's going to be coming by the house. It's unbelievable. Since Facebook came out and text messaging, it's amazing how many people will be out at their doorstep saluting the deceased as the hearse goes down the street. It's
That's
just
nice.
amazing
It's a nice touch.
how much people really care. And whether we go through your neighborhood, if you send a text out, we're going to take a drive by the house at 9:45, they'll be out there waiting for the hearse to go by.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah. I remember I wasn't there. I wasn't born yet, but my father, I think, told me that his mother's wake was at the house when that was before my
Okay.
time. And on the other matter, I think my father might have been born in his house. They didn't go to the hospitals and you had the baby at the house. You know, it's way back, and you're talking like 1900s. You know, so.
Well,
but,
around here, the hospitals were Protestant.
yeah. Oh,
They
that's
weren't
right.
Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they were afraid that they would not do a good job with the Catholic mothers.
Sure.
So the midwives, there were a lot of fables,
stories.
stories.
So, but look, we've done an hour and a half already. We've done pretty good.
Done okay. We can end the show right now. So St. Patty's Day is Valentine's Day is next.
Yeah.
So
Gotta show you
Valentine's Day is
my
Saturday.
Valentine's tie that my wife gave me on our first year we were dating. My Valentine's Day tie. She's probably watching.
That's nice.
I have that since 1999.
So what are you doing for secret stuff? Valentine's Day?
Staying home. We like to do that. We'll go out another night, you know, because it's and then St. Patrick's Day is a month from next week, you know. So we have a show that day. Yeah.
Yep. We'll have our green ties on that day.
Yep. So what do you do? Same thing, just basically you and the wife stay home?
I'll get her some. She could be listening.
Yeah, all right. So we better
I'll get her something, and to put a smile on her face, and that's it.
Yeah.
She knows I love her. I know she loves me, and we don't have to.
But it's amazing how the restaurants jack up their prices, the specials and everything on Valentine's Day. It's just.
You think they do?
Oh, I think they do.
Jack up their price?
I mean, they have specials. I think they do. Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you're gonna have lobster pie, it's.
You a lobster eater?
I don't enjoy it. My granddaughter Zoe loves lobster.
My boys, I like it. My boys like
I will
it.
give her my lobster every day. It goes, Zoe, have my lobster.
Yeah.
She loves it. We used to go to Warren's in Maine.
Yeah. That closed, right?
It's up and down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people who have gone, they tried to rebirth it, and I got nothing but complaints about it. So we'll try it next summer.
Yeah. So.
But like Browns and.
And Ash Wednesday's next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, right? Yeah, the 18th. I'm pretty sure.
Time's flying.
The year's already flying by, you know.
So getting back to Cliff, he's working on getting
debate.
a debate put together for Monday. Mm-hmm. So he'll get a hold of Joe Espinola and Sam Meese, and we'll see if Vanna wants to
I'll
grace
say,
us with her presence.
I'm sure Sam and Joe will show up. She won't. If you were a betting person.
I'm a sore loser.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the thing where we're doing it on President's Day because her excuse for not being able to come to a debate was she has to get her kids ready for school. Yeah. And hey, your mother first. I respect that. There's no school on Monday.
I didn't even know she had young kids, to be honest with you. Yeah.
I don't know anything about her.
Yeah. I know her husband's an attorney, I believe. So.
I've seen the guy a few times on Facebook, and he was a little gleeful after the election, and I took him to task on Facebook. He didn't particularly care for it. And then it dawned on me in the afternoon, hey, Johnny, you have a talk show. Leave the guy alone. He wants to be gleeful today about his win. Let him be gleeful.
Yeah.
And so I erased my point to him, and...
It happens. We all do it. We do things in a fit of you get.
I got a talk show.
I've done it.
You
take it down, and you just people say the wrong things, and you just or people take things the wrong way, and You
Yep.
know. I mean, we were talking about earlier about Josh Taylor speaking his mind. I don't know if you heard about. He took the people to task. He thought there were more important things to be done in Drake than renaming Drake High School for the day Drake High. Drake, Drake after the football player. So he got in a little scuffle with some of the school committee members and all that. But that's Josh. Josh, you see what you like, Eric. You see what you see. You're gonna get. That's how it is. Those guys they speak their mind. They don't care, and everybody's entitled to their opinion too, right? I mean, as Bobby would say, it's an opinion show.
That's right. It is an opinion show.
Oh.
I got 3 more texts I'm going to put up here. Actually, it's 4. I'll put that up on screen. I'll blow them up in a second, but you can see what I'm doing here.
Okay, the manager can't.
No, let me get them blown up a little bit so you can. I got one more and then I'll. Is that it? That's good. Okay. Come on, baby, slide up there. Got to drag them to be big. Hit the plus button. The reason, Gary, for instance, he'll say, why do you put all those texts up? That's because people think I'm making them up. If I'm making them up, I'm making them up pretty quick.
No, I think it's good that we know people are watching, right? I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
The manager can't fire anybody because they are all his friends. Mr. Bomil, don't forget the city raises its parking fees during events. I've heard about that downtown and everywhere. Good morning, Mr. Bomil. I had the pleasure to meet your son at
That's from Erin Gendron.
Oh, Erin. Erin's a sweetheart. Erin and I have a common thing. She's on the Board of Health. I'm on the Board of Health in Drake. Very nice girl. Very nice, strong genes. Have a great day. Thank you, Erin. You're a sweetheart. How many candidates were interviewed before Golden became manager? None. The job was gifted to him. And it's probably true.
Vanna's coming in next.
Who?
Vanna.
Yeah, here's another.
Banana.
Never thought about that. Yeah.
Banana, like banana. Banana.
But Vanna Howard. Oh, man. So.
I'm sorry, Vanna White grabbed that. It's spelled the same as Vanna White.
Yeah.
So it's Vanna. Huh. Americanize your name. So what did you think of the halftime show, Tom?
I switched over to the alternative show, which
I know we talked about this at the first hour.
Yeah. All in Spanish. Bad Bunny, So, and you said Cisco said they were over in Puerto Rico, they were having a ball with it, huh? They loved it.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So I don't know what he was saying or what he was singing or what he was... But the alternative show was decent. They had like some country singers, and you could understand what they were singing, so...
Well, I say bring back Janet Jackson.
Bring back some good singers. Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow.
Well, she's the one whose boob popped out during the performance there.
I mean, every year it seems to get worse, the halftime show. And I don't know what targeting. I don't know what audience they're targeting. They must be targeting me. I don't even know what audience watches Bad Bunny. What age,
Well, it seems as if the media has forgotten what humor is. The ads weren't funny. The Dunkin' ad was cute.
That was the best one, I think, the Dunkin' ad.
And the one about the potato chips.
Yep.
That was cute too.
But the Dunkin' ad I thought was my favorite,
Yeah, well, the others were just ads.
Now, you have grandchildren in the teens, right?
Yes, Zoe's
Are they
16.
Are they into the Bad Bunny? What are the kids into now for groups? Do you know? I don't know.
Well, they're at the age where they don't talk to me no more. They're heading off to Disney next week.
Oh, boy.
So they'll be over on the weekend for a hug and a kiss.
Yep.
And some money in the hand to go off to Disney World. That's just what the grandparents are good for.
Yep.
You want to read this one, Tom?
Okay.
It's coming like the speed of government. Come on, baby. Doesn't want to jump over there. It's mad at me. There you go.
Unfortunately, the school department in Drake does not like Mr. Taylor. He's holding them responsible on the budget, and they don't care about the budget. And that's absolutely true. Josh is holding them to their feet to the fire, and he asks all the tough. We got to get him in here pretty soon. He hasn't been in a while, Josh. I'll try to reach out to him this week and see if he wants to come in.
Well,
But, yeah.
I follow him on Facebook, and you're not going to find a guy who's getting more out of life than Josh Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, he's putting a floor in someplace. Later on in the afternoon, he's cleaning up his workshop. Next day, he's out in the snowmobile with his son. What a life.
I called him before he was a politician and asked him simply. My flag had fallen off, and I couldn't get up to put it. He came over with one of those, what do you call this, bucket trucks, and
Yeah.
put it up for me. Like, he wouldn't even take any money off me. He's just a good guy.
He is.
So
He comes to Monday Night Dinner Club once in a blue moon, and always enjoy his company.
Sure,
And he calls
sure.
a spade, man.
just like Eric gets you.
He'll defend his position. That's just the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
So what's on your agenda for today, Tom? Anything?
Wife has a doctor's appointment. Do a little. I promised my son I'd make him a meatloaf because he did a lot of shoveling for me the other day. So I'll make one a meatloaf, and I'll take a nap this afternoon like you do. You still taking naps?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
How long is your nap for?
I try to limit it to an hour because if it goes more than that, it's like What about you? Do you just whatever time you wake up?
I try to do an hour,
Yeah.
sometimes 2 hours.
Yeah.
What I put on the screen today, ladies and gentlemen, is Back Central neighborhood. You need to get your cars off the street so they can. The city's going to come along and give you a lot more room to park. So please, if you live on any of these streets, Abbott, Center, Cottage, Floyd, Hudson, Lyons, Pollard, and Richmond, city's going to tow your car. Please get your car out of there. Start at 8 a.m. They're going to try to give you a lot more room over there. So it's going to be today and tomorrow from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Please move your car. I'll leave that up for a couple of minutes, Tom.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook. So,
Well, just in case people, I forgot.
and again, like I say, it's going to warm up. We're going to have some snow tonight and tomorrow, and I can hear it now. We might have some 40-degree weather this weekend. So, stop melting slowly but surely.
Well, for the first time in a long time, people are having problems with ice dams.
I had that problem. Yeah, yeah.
And we have these electronic things that melt all the ice, and one of them failed. So we're having an ice dam problem. But the roofer, what he did was, when he did the roof, he ran the rubber roofing, up the side of the building. So it doesn't, I don't care how big the ice dam is, it's not going to get in.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Now, I'm thinking of having those electronic things. They work.
Oh, fantastic. But you got to have a plug up there, so you got to get an electrician to put a plug.
Yeah.
And the plug we have is on a light switch. So
you
come
just
April, you just shut it off.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
no going up there.
All right.
And then when it snows, you just turn it on. And, it does a fantastic.
Okay. I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Those back over to you, Tom.
So,
I should see who's on tomorrow, huh?
yeah, who's on?
We ran out of stuff to talk about.
Well, we did good. We did good for ourselves for an hour and 40 minutes so far, so. Now, how does it work, John, with in your business here with factoring a snowstorm? How do you, say if you have it scheduled, is it the family call? Is it your call? Is it?
It's always the family's call.
And you guys are
We'll
flexible?
call the family and say, look, we're expecting this snow tomorrow. What do you want to do? Now, we're lucky enough to have our own truck with a plow on it.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of funeral homes do. And so we can get to church, no big deal. We just drop the blade and just go.
Right.
But it's up to the family. If the family wants to go proceed with the funeral, and a lot of them do, because, Aunt Mary flew in from California, and she's supposed to fly out tomorrow night. So there are a lot of obligations that they want to try to meet. And there's not enough turnaround time to make it happen.
Well, plus in your business, you could have a funeral scheduled today with a snowstorm, but they have another one scheduled tomorrow. You'd have to move that one up, or you'd have to talk.
Yeah,
to
well,
the-
once it's been published,
Okay.
it's hard to turn things around.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we can do more than one at each funeral home.
Sure.
But the thing is, most people would prefer, and we prefer to do one at a time.
Sure.
Though COVID, we couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
We had to
yeah.
do two at a time. But
Sure.
those were all private.
Sure. Sure.
Because the state got on but you shouldn't have a public meeting. They never stopped anything, but
Yeah.
thank God COVID's behind us. But they tell me yesterday, Lowell General's morgue's full.
Really. Yeah.
So
Boy.
something's going around. So
Yeah. Well, I battled something for 2 weeks. It was good. Didn't find out till I had COVID plus a sinus infection. But it seemed everybody's been sick this winter at some point or another. So. Your wife been down to Connecticut lately?
no, she has
Foxwoods? Okay.
not. Since we got this grandson, his name's Luke.
Yep.
She don't want to go anywhere.
I know you told me that. Yeah.
She loves that grandkid.
And
honest to God.
Luke's got to be. What's he been?
He's
4?
He's coming up on 4. He's going to be
Wow.
4 this year. And she's going to miss him. He's going to school next year.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh man. Well,
So-
now she can go to Connecticut more.
No, she wants. Oh, is he going to go to school so quick? Okay, you got these two.
All right. I think Bad Bunny's show was a lot more wholesome than when Shakira and Jennifer Lopez performed at the halftime. But he wasn't as exciting as those two women. What a big laugh. Does Joe Espinola lean left or right? He said on Inside Louisville he would have run as a Democrat. I think Joe's more right than left. Do you agree, John? I think he's more conservative.
Joe is Joe,
Yeah.
and he'll tell you where the dog died, and he means it. And he is what he is.
Has he been on? I mean, because I don't watch everything.
No, but I known Joe since St. Peter's School.
Yeah, well, I haven't known him that long, but I've known him a long time. Yeah.
I've known him since St. Peter's School,
Yeah.
and Joe was a good guy. He was a good cop,
Yeah.
and I always liked Joe, and he has my support.
He's a Draketeer now.
That's no harm. He's still a back Central Street guy. He'll stop and say hello. He doesn't care. Walking down the street, he'll stop and say hello to you. If he knows you, he goes out of his way to say hello with his big smile and his laugh.
He's one of these people with me. He always calls me Mr. Bomo. It's a joke. Come on, Tom. Okay. Some people just get out of that habit. I mean,
Why, are you older than him?
No, I'm thinking, yeah. I'm not by much, but I think to the panel, if you had to choose your favorite sandwich, what would it be? Whoa. Steak and cheese, then Italian.
I like the large torpedo at George's Delicatessen myself. And I'm going to have that for lunch today. And you got the last one to read there, Tom.
Great show today. Tom turned classic art into a Van Gogh this morning. Thank you, Bart.
Put you in charge on Judgment Day.
Yeah, I love the. We both have said the Italians down the street aren't as good as they used to be. But I know you've had the Italians at Market Basket too. They're great.
Yeah, I get the Italian down the beach. I get the Italian at the Market Basket down the beach,
Yeah,
and delicious
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And I was just talking to a girl yesterday. She was telling me and she agreed. The steak and cheese subs at Market Basket are out of this world. Jesus. Maybe that's what I'll make my wife for supper tonight. We'll get steak and cheese subs, huh, hon?
Will you go to Market Kitchen?
I'll go to the Market Kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Well, have you ever had the steak and cheese at George's, the special steak sub they have there at George's? Oh.
With cooked onions. I always
We
get
could
cooked
do a whole
onions.
show about food, I'm telling you.
Cooked onions. But it's hard to get a bad cheesesteak.
Right.
It's the same ingredients. I like the cooked onions with it, whether I get it at Espresso's, Santoro's.
As long as the meat's lean. That's the key. Like we talked about O'Hara's Pub in Dracut. They have one of the best steak and cheese subs around. It's nice and lean. It's no fat. It's perfect. So I haven't had a Santoro's steak sub in a long time. I haven't been there in a long time. So. And
Yeah,
my
I
wife
go-
used to like the veal cutlet at Santoro's. So.
How about olive loaf or liverwurst.
Yep, pepper loaf. Olive loaf was a good one. Yeah.
My mother used to get olive loaf. I
Yep,
don't know what the
my father
deal was.
loved it. Oh,
Was it cheaper? Why was it so popular?
I don't know, but they still have it. They have it still. My grandson will try anything. My grandson Billy will try anything. So I'll try these different things on him. I gave him a little piece of olive loaf. He ate it. He'll try anything.
I agree. Trombone for Drake at Selectman. That's from
Eric Gitcher,
Ginny
Jeannie Balkus.
Ginny Balkus, yeah.
Okay. Jeannie was a former school committee person in our town. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Jeannie, I think you were in Drake as a school
I
committee
know her
person.
mostly online. I think I've met her a few times, but I can't put a face on her.
I'm 90% sure she was on the school committee in Drake at one time.
Could
Yeah,
be.
Yeah.
Nice gal.
Yeah. So,
How about hot dogs on the grill or steamed? I
Either-
like them. I like
both.
mine.
Both. Either way.
I like mine steamed but not split.
Yeah.
Got to be careful. I don't
Yeah.
want them split.
Yeah.
I want all those goodies inside. And so far as fried, I don't mind. Fried's good, but I think boiled's better.
Fried clams or fried scallops?
I prefer scallops.
My wife's scallops. Yeah, I'll eat both, but I prefer clams, fried clams.
Well, do you remember Howard
And that's how-
Johnson's all-you-can-eat clams?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
were so good. I don't know how healthy they were, but we would sit at Howard Johnson's, my wife, my girlfriend then, but we'll go to Howard Johnson's, all-you-can-eat clams. Oh, is that
Like
delicious.
my wife and I on Good Friday, Ash Wednesday and Good Friday, it's a tradition we started about 5 or 6 years ago. We go to Captain John's for lunch. So we'll be there for lunch next Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. And if you go at night, forget it. Good Friday, it's packed. So you're better off going for lunch there on those days.
Well, rumor has it Monday Night Dinner Club is probably going to go to Captain John's next Monday.
Okay.
It's Charlene's pick, and she's investigating that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
About 10 more minutes. We did good. I think we did good for the twosome today. Yeah. Missed my friend Bob. I hope everything's good with his grandkid and everything. So
Eggs for breakfast or pancakes?
eggs.
Oh, my wife makes a pancake you out of this world.
I love pancakes, but I think if I had a choice, then you go to these restaurants that have I think the Al Diner calls it the pig pile special, where you get eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes.
Comment from the audience, what's the deal with liverwurst? I never enjoyed it.
Oh, you're not a liverwurst person? Yeah.
I don't enjoy
like
it like
it.
other
Yeah.
people
My
do.
wife won't touch it, but yeah, I like liverwurst. I always like liverwurst with raw onions on a bulky with a little mayo. What about fried bologna?
Oh, we started that
My father and mother did that. We had fried bologna and eggs and
with cheese.
yeah.
Bologna with cheese
Oh.
in a wrap. Out of this world. Oh, that's so good. It's poisonous, but it's good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not a healthy choice. I gotta see who's on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Linda. She always has somebody good.
You guys had the former mayor on last week. I was watching, right, Danny?
Yeah, Danny's doing great.
He's enjoying life. I talked to him last week. He says now his life's not as busy, but he's enjoying it.
He enjoyed the ride. He was a good mayor. But I'm sure after you shake the dust off of all the halo you had, oh yeah, tomorrow's a big day.
What you got?
The connector at the Rotary meetings tomorrow.
Who we got next week?
If I can get the screen to stop dancing. Oh my God. Next week,
Karen Casella.
yep, Sam Meese.
Sam Meese. Okay.
But tomorrow we got Carla Miller's coming with Linda Bound, at 7, and Linda might bring somebody in with her.
I see the 24th Joe's going to be here.
You have Joe Espinola.
Good, good.
But they're both coming twice. Sam Meese's coming twice.
Yeah.
Sam's coming the 25th. Joe's coming the 18th. And Joe's coming the 24th. Yeah. And Vanna has not responded to my invitation.
Well, you say Cliff's working on that too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeannie says that M.L. Shaw's in Draken has some of the best pancakes, way better than mine. I doubt it, but that's okay. And Spam.
Oh, Spam, another one.
Oh, I haven't had Spam since my wife was in Fitchburg State.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
They used to get free food. All the college kids got free food, and Spam was one of them. And she was living with 4 girls in this little apartment, and they tried everything with Spam. They tried cooking it like it was a meatloaf. They tried all kinds of stuff with Spam, and it just never was popular.
A friend of mine told me, and I tried it, take Spam, scramble up an egg and batter, let it soak in the egg and put it in the fry. It was pretty decent. It was like a egg with Spam, egg on Spam. You know, it's just like having French toast.
My wife discovered the trick with Spam is don't tell people what it is.
Right. That's the key with everything. You know?
And remember, my mother used to make these called whoopie pies.
Oh, yeah.
Until somebody told me it was fat Cisco or something was in Crisco.
Oh, Crisco, yeah.
Crisco and sugar was the filling.
Yeah.
And as soon as somebody told me it was Crisco, all I could taste was the fat.
Yeah.
I couldn't taste the sugar anymore.
Oh, really?
So now my daughter-in-law, she makes them. Good stuff. Deviled ham.
Deviled ham. Oh, yeah. Underwood deviled ham. They have chicken.
The thing I get a kick out of is you have these pre-cut cold cuts hanging on a hook in the deli department. Why would you buy that when you can get fresh stuff just got cut today?
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
They have these nice songs that go along with how wonderful their meat is, but you're not going to get better than already fresh cut meat today. Just my take. But I am a professional consumer. I am not a creator.
So baked seafood or fried seafood? Do you have a choice, or either or? I'm either or. I like baked too. You know.
Well, with baked, I can eat it. If it's fried, I need ketchup. I need to dip it in ketchup.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I'm a tartar sauce person. I like tartar sauce.
But baked, I dip it in nothing.
Right.
But unless there's butter there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, butter is wonderful.
But my wife's a ketchup person. I'm a tartar sauce person with fried fish. So.
My daughter-in-law, and she made French toast for Christmas. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I thought my mother could make a good French toast. She blew my mother right out of the water.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Now, this is homemade French toast? Or?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, she's her real job, she works for JetBlue. She's not a stewardess. What do they call them nowadays? Flight attendant.
I remember you two. That's how they
Flight
met.
attendant. So she flies all over the U.S.
Yeah.
And she's been here for like 30 years, so she has like
Sure.
seniority. But she gets all these cooking things from her friends. They're sitting in the back of the plane. They got 2 hours to blow.
Sure.
And
Sure.
she made this French toast out of this world. Oh, my God. So Ellen replicated delicious stuff.
Huh.
Good times.
Now, I know we have short in time. What is this Connector Rotary meeting about? They're trying to change. I saw something you posted about it. They're going to try to change the exit down there?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
What they're going to do is they're going to put a rotary at the end of the connector, solve all the world's problems. And I just think they're taking away some of my neighbors' driveways forever. And can you imagine they took away your driveway, Tom?
Yeah. Oh,
It's gone.
Have
Driveway's gone.
Have you been following that thing down at the Cape? They're taking away people's houses down near the what's the bridge? The
As
famous.
long as they pay for them.
Yeah.
they take away the
These
driveway.
people don't want to lose their houses, but John, down there, they say, man, it's awful, but they can do it.
Well, the state's got to do certain stuff by eminent domain.
Yeah.
I think that if you're going to take away somebody's driveway, you should buy their property.
Yeah. So,
I don't think we should be able to do that, and that's what I'm going to be bellyaching about. But it's a more of a. This is what we're going to do. They're not going. You have to submit your questions before the meeting.
yeah.
They're not going. I don't think they're going to take questions in an open forum. And the text says, "Good Times Fried Seafood is the best in the area. They have the best tartar sauce and coleslaw." Yes, they do. But I do dare you to go up to Captain John's. Good seafood up there.
Oh, absolutely.
Captain John's up on the Highlands.
Yeah. So yeah, you look like you have your schedule up there. Looks pretty busy the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've never left Captain John's disappointed.
Yeah.
So, Tommy, we're out of time.
All
Thank you
right.
for coming in.
We did good.
Tomorrow, City Life, we got Carla Miller coming, Linda Bound. Thanks for watching.
Cisco, we'll see you back here next week, buddy. Mr. Bobby.
Yeah, he should have called in.
Yeah.
We'll chastise him later.
See ya.
Thanks, Tommy.
Yep.
Bye.